I remember it like it was yesterday. My first son, Landon, was born. I held him in my arms, and eventually we brought him home from the hospital. A new life that was entrusted to me. What an incredible experience. We started to watch Landon grow, and eventually he started pulling himself up on furniture and standing while he was hanging on to our legs or to furniture. And before long, he tried to let go and he would fall. Then he would climb back up again and he would try to let go and fall until he succeeded. And then he started walking along the furniture while hanging on, and before long he started letting go of that too, trying to take a step, falling, getting up again, trying to take a step, falling. And yes, there was that magical day, that moment when Landon took his first steps. And it was awesome as parents. And we've watched each one of our kids do that. And you know what? Our kids are still young. Landon's almost 10. Carter is 8 years old. And my son Trenton is 5. And they're still growing. They're still doing new things. They're still learning. But what is it about us that at some point in our lives, it becomes not normal to do new things anymore? It becomes awkward, and we start telling ourselves or believing what other people say that no, you can't do it. No, you're not good enough. No, whatever it is. Well, tonight I want to encourage you to forget the past. Now, I want you to remember the good things about your past, the good memories. I want you to remember those things that will help you move forward, but I want you to forget about the bad. Forget about the things that hold you back. Forget about those self-limiting beliefs. All right? And I'm just encouraging you guys. These things are things that I have to be reminded of all the time. These are things that I've heard and seen other people speak, but for whatever reason, you are my sphere of influence. I am able to speak because you're watching this video, and for that I appreciate it. But I do want to encourage you to forget the past. You know, there's a wise saying that I read, and I like to remember, and it says, I forget those things which are behind, but I look forward to those things which are to come, and I press towards the mark for the prize. And for those of you who are Christians, you recognize that from the Bible, and that's the Apostle Paul. And if you're not a Christian, don't freak out. Although I think you'd be surprised at how many truths or principles you live by that come from the Bible and you're not even aware. But it's a principle that is true for all of us. Forget the things that are holding you back. Forget the self-limiting doubts, the self-limiting beliefs. Forget about who you were in high school, okay? I have people watching this who have been part of my lives at all different stages of my life. And I was weird in high school. I was different. And there were some things probably I don't like that about myself. Some things were good. I was different in college than I was in high school. And in different parts of my adult life up to this point, I've been a different person. And maybe there's some things I've done that I'm ashamed of. Maybe there's things that I wish I hadn't done. But I need to forget about that because I can be someone different tomorrow. I can be someone different today. So I'm encouraging you tonight, forget the past. Okay? Forget what's holding you back. You know, we've been talking about running in my previous couple of videos because running's something I'm doing. I'm trying to get in shape. So I could say I'm a guy who's never been in shape or not too much shape, or I'm not super athletic. You know, forget that. I am who I say I'm going to be. I am who I am becoming. So I want you to forget your past. Maybe you're saying, I'm not a nice person. You're not a nice person because you don't want to be a nice person. I don't have friends. You don't have friends because you're not friendly or something to that effect. Okay? Or I don't have a great job. Get a better job. You might have to work hard at these things, but forget the past. Forget the things that are holding you back. You don't have to stay there. I'm a big fan of NASCAR racing, and if you think that's a wacko, that's fine. But one thing that the racers have to remember, those drivers, is they can't look at the wall or where they don't want to go. They have to look where they want to go. If they're going around the corner, they have to look through the corner to where they want to go because that's where they're going to head. And you know that from your own driving experience. You look behind you, you mess with the radio, you tend to swerve, right? You have to look where you want to go. And So that's my encouragement to you. Whatever it is that you are moving towards, whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be, whoever you feel like God has made you to be, or whatever your next goal is, all right? I want you to forget the past, don't let it stop you, and press on towards the prize, all right? Thanks. Have an excellent night. I hope this encouraged you. Again, I'm nothing special, and some of you might think it's a weird or wacko that I'm making these videos, but I know that I've been encouraged by other people, and I just hope to encourage anyone who wants to listen. Thanks, and have a great night.